What up, family? Boosie Badazz. I got to say, man, y'all already know that that Boosie is one of a kind. You know what I'm saying? And reason I say that Boosie is one of a kind from the things that he done been through and the things that he speak on in his music. And he got a balance a little bit when it come to God. He know God through his mama and all them. He got a soulness to him, you know. And he family oriented. Now, in the process of Boosie's career, right? Boosie have spoke on a lot of legends, fam, from his hood, right? And we heard him in different songs. How we know Bleak and everybody else. You know, he was real frequent on making sure that the world knew the people that he knew coming up in his hood, right? Now, we also know, fam, before we get into details, that Boosie is very, what I want to say. I don't want to say, we know that Boosie is very successful after being in the game over 20 years doing what he's doing, right? He's show after show, still today, like he just came in the game getting booked, right? Reasons for that is because the music that Boosie was talking directly to a certain niche group of people. And them niche group of people is gonna ride with you forever if the music is real. That's how you make classics. And that's what went on with Boosie. Now, if you don't know, Boosie had the record. I sent it out to my childhood role model, Kevin Rich, Big Bank O, Suzuki Outfit. Now, Kevin Rich, fam, just went on an interview. And he was asked about Boosie Badazz and about Boosie saying his name in a record, saying that he was his role model. Kevin Rich, fam, said that at the time that happened, that he was incarcerated. People was coming to tell him like, hey, man, you know, Boosie, he's saying your name. Say he didn't know who the Boosie was because he come up knowing that he was Lil Hatch. He knew Boosie daddy, right? And he said they used to call his daddy Big Hat and Boosie Lil Hatch. So that's what he was used to, Boosie being named. Now, he also said, fam, when Boosie did that, it made his name famous. You feel me? He was like, stuff started happening for him, even in jail. Like he became famous. His name, Kevin Ricks. Now, for fam to say, hey, I knew Boosie daddy, Boosie saying, hey, I seen him come up, you know, big bankroll, Suzuki Outfit. This is that he knew Boosie daddy, right? So Boosie, a little YG watching him, just like us all coming up in the hood, admiring what he had going on and all these different things. And to get successful and speak on Kevin Rick's name like that, knowing that the world will know, he putting this out there to millions on millions of people, fam, is you got to salute that when it come to Boosie, fam. And you can tell that Mr. Ricks was, you know, he was happy about that, excited about Boosie, acknowledge him and his hustle, what he did in them streets. Even though we know what the streets is, what it lead to. And Kevin Ricks is a changed man now, fam. He doing a lot of different things, you know, in the community, you know, talking about his past and different things that he have been through. And at the end of the day, man, I salute that when it comes to individuals like us that have been in the game, destroying the community. It's time to give back, fam. That's why I don't understand a lot of the OGs, especially if you're in your 40s and turning 40 or whatever, and you still getting down and thinking on the level, on the hood level. It just don't make sense, fam. Now for Boosie, at the end of the day, to speak on this man's name, you know, like he did in a record, knowing that the world is gonna see this, you got to salute Boosie for that. Because a lot of the YGs, especially, even when we was coming up, especially in today's time, they don't honor the older OGs that did it before them. especially if you're doing it bigger. You feel me? It's real rare you catch individuals like Boosie. I got to say it, which I don't agree with everything Boosie got going on. But when it come to him showing respect to his peers, the older OGs in the game that came up before him in his neighborhood, that's big, fam. You dig what I'm saying? Because too many people do not do that at all. And when it come to Baton Rouge, I'm beginning to see. You got individuals like NBA Youngboy, you got Fredo Bang, and all these other artists that have came up out of Baton Rouge after Boosie. Boosie gave us a light on Baton Rouge, like we knew what Baton Rouge was, the violence and cross the tracks and, you know, all these different things. But when Youngboy and them came and got into the game and Fredo Bang them came, you know, it kind of topped it over to where we really seen what Baton Rouge was really like, fam. Because these dudes, and even when it come to Calvin Rich talking about Baton Rouge is one of them places, fam, to where the history run along, the gangsterism run along. And we seen it when it come to NBA Youngboy, the way, you know, these little dudes was shooting each other up, the way that they was dying out there in that city representing for, you know, what side they was from. It just go to show everything that Boosie was saying before these dudes came about was pretty much factual, you know, on a Baton Rouge level, fam. And if they would have, just think about it, Fredo Bangs and NBA Youngboy, think about if they would have gave it up for Boosie like Boosie gave it up for Calvin Ricks. You see what I'm saying? Like, just think of it. Too many YGs, they don't do that no more when it come to, you know, the OGs that been in the game. Because I always looked at it like the NBA Youngboy boys, that's too gangster. You feel me? How is the world gonna take on to Boosie like we do? You feel me? And the ones that's worth Boosie from, they don't even respect him like talking about. You know, NBA Youngboy even had a diss record. Him and Boosie was going back and forth at a point. Now I understand when two on their way up, two rappers in the city, and then it might be some beef or something like that. But Boosie had already been in the game for a long time, fam, before these dudes came, you know what I'm saying, and got on and got their deal. So I don't know if they was feeling like Boosie should have came and got me. You feel me? He didn't come get me, because a lot of these artists be feeling like that, fam. Like, hey, you know, I did my thing on my own. You feel me? He didn't come get me. He didn't sign me. In which the game shouldn't be like that, because there's no way possible, fam, to what Boosie, all the things that he was going through, all the people that he had in this era to just pay attention to the hottest artists in the city or whatever the case might be. You're fighting charges, trying to get your bag, all these different things. So a lot of these artists come into the game with a chip on their shoulder, with the OG from their city that been in the game like Boosie. And I think that's what the situation that went down when it come to Fredo Bang and NBA Youngboy. But Calvin Ricks, fam, he's saluting Boosie for that, and I salute Boosie for that, because the world knows the man, you know, name now. He didn't have to do that. You know, people getting bags just like he is doing an interview now, getting a bag just because Boosie said his name. So you can't do nothing but salute the realness in that, fam. But I will keep y'all updated on situations. But make sure you hit that like button and make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm out.